Have you ever caught yourself wondering, really wondering, about the years stretching ahead of you? We often get caught up in the daily grind, the immediate deadlines, and the next social event, forgetting to pause and consider the bigger picture. How much time do we truly have, especially after we hit that milestone of 70? It's a question that becomes more poignant, doesn't it? Each passing year feels undeniably more precious. The truth is, our bodies are already sending us subtle signals, whispers hinting at our potential lifespan. Some individuals in their 70s and beyond radiate vibrancy, their minds sharp, their energy seemingly boundless. Others, however, find themselves gradually slowing down, grappling with nagging health concerns and persistent fatigue. The key difference? It often boils down to a few key indicators, subtle yet undeniably powerful. These aren't magic predictions, but rather observable patterns that can offer a valuable glimpse into your future health trajectory. In this video, we're going to explore 7 crucial signs that can reveal insights into how long you might live after 70. These aren't just guesses or old wives' tales. They're grounded in real research, observations from doctors, and the lived experiences of those who enjoy long, healthy lives. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to identify these signs in your own body and lifestyle. More importantly, you'll understand the practical steps you can take to maximize your chances of not only living longer, but also thriving with greater vitality and independence. Stick around until the end. You might be overlooking small, seemingly insignificant details that could have a dramatic impact on your future well-being. Once you recognize these signs, you'll gain a clearer understanding of where you stand and what proactive changes you can make to potentially add years and life to your days. Let's dive in. Sign 1. One leg stand and balance. Okay, let's start with something seemingly simple. Your ability to stand on one leg. Balance, for most of us, is something we take for granted. It's only when we start losing it that we truly appreciate its importance. But here's the surprising truth. Your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Researchers have consistently found that individuals who struggle with balance are statistically more likely to experience falls, injuries, which can be devastating for older adults, and even accelerated cognitive decline. On the flip side, those who can maintain their balance well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond tend to enjoy longer, healthier, and more independent lives. Think about 2 individuals, Sarah and Emily. Both are in their early 70s. Sarah has always been active. She enjoys daily walks, practices yoga regularly, and can effortlessly lift one foot off the ground for a significant amount of time without even a wobble. Emily, however, hasn't given much thought to her balance over the years. When she attempts to stand on one leg, she immediately feels unsteady, needing to grab onto something for support to prevent a fall. What Emily might not realize is that this seemingly minor loss of balance isn't just an inconvenience. It's a potential warning sign that her coordination, muscle strength, particularly in her legs and core, and even her brain function may be declining. Good balance is a complex interplay relying on strong leg muscles, a finely tuned nervous system, and a healthy, responsive brain. If you find yourself stumbling more frequently, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to hold on to walls or furniture for support more often than you used to, it's time to take action. Now, the good news here is that balance is a skill that can be improved, even at an advanced age. Simple exercises incorporated into your daily routine can make a world of difference. Consider these options. Standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, gradually increasing the duration, walking heel to toe along a straight line, or even practicing light Tai Chi, which is renowned for its focus on balance and coordination. Here's a quick test you can do right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling or needing to grab something? If not, don't panic, but definitely don't ignore it. The more you work on improving your balance today, the stronger and steadier you'll be in the years to come. Think of it as an investment in your future independence and mobility. Sign 2. Grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake, that seemingly insignificant gesture, might reveal more about your future health than you ever imagined. Researchers have discovered that grip strength is one of the clearest and most reliable indicators of overall vitality and longevity, particularly in older adults. A firm, steady grip often suggests strong muscles throughout the body, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. On the other hand, a weak or noticeably declining grip can be an early warning sign of muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia, frailty, and even a higher risk of various health complications. Let's consider two examples. Michael, a 78-year-old man, has always prided himself on his firm handshake. He's remained active throughout his life, does light weightlifting a few times a week, and has never had trouble opening jars or carrying groceries. Now, let's consider Walter, also 78, who has noticed that simple tasks like twisting the cap off a bottle or holding onto a heavy bag feel significantly harder than they used to. He initially dismissed it as just a natural part of aging. However, Walter's declining grip strength is actually signaling a loss of muscle mass, which can make him far more prone to falls, injuries, and even a shorter life expectancy. Your hands are, in many ways, a reflection of your overall muscle health. If your grip is weakening, chances are so is the rest of your body. The more strength you lose, the harder it becomes to maintain your independence, stay active, and remain resilient in the face of health challenges. The good news, much like balance, is that grip strength can be rebuilt and maintained. Simple exercises, readily available and easy to do, can make a significant difference. Consider these. Squeezing a tennis ball or stress ball repeatedly throughout the day using hand grippers available at most sporting goods stores, or even just carrying light weights. Soup cans work great to start, can help maintain your grip and keep your muscles strong. So, take a moment and test your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than it used to, or if everyday tasks are becoming increasingly difficult, don't ignore it. How well you hold on to things today might just tell you how well you'll hold on to life in the years to come. It's a simple yet powerful indicator. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment "grip" below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos like this. Sign 3. Walking speed. One of the most telling indicators of how long you might live after 70 isn't hidden in complex DNA analysis, complicated medical records, or even a restrictive diet. It's something far simpler and more readily observable: your walking speed. Numerous research studies have consistently shown that people who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who experience a significant slowing down. Walking speed is directly and intricately tied to overall health, muscle strength, particularly in your legs and core, cardiovascular function, and even cognitive health. Let's consider two individuals, George and Frank. Both are 75 years old. George walks every morning, maintains a steady pace, and doesn't struggle with crossing the street within the allotted time or climbing stairs. His movements are smooth, balanced, and confident. Frank, however, has slowed down considerably over the past few years. He struggles to keep up with others, needs to take frequent breaks when walking even short distances, and sometimes feels unsteady on his feet. While George's brisk pace suggests his body is functioning well, Frank's declining speed could be a warning sign of deteriorating health, potentially indicating underlying issues such as muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even early neurological decline. A slow, unsteady walk isn't simply about getting older, it can signal more serious underlying health problems. Remember, your legs are your foundation, and when they weaken, so does your overall resilience and ability to remain independent. The good news, once again, is that walking speed is something you can often improve. The more you walk, safely of course, the stronger you stay. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Start making small, consistent efforts to build strength and endurance. Whether it's incorporating more walks into your daily routine, using light ankle weights during your walks, after consulting with your doctor, of course, or doing simple leg exercises at home, even small steps can make a big difference. In the end, how fast you move through life can tell you a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. Pay close attention to your pace. It might just be the simplest and most accessible way to check in on your overall health and longevity. Sign 4. Sleeping patterns. How well you sleep at night speaks volumes about how long you might live. Sleep isn't just about rest and relaxation. It's during those crucial hours of sleep that your body actively repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears toxins from your brain. It's a vital process. Studies have shown that people over 70 who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep patterns tend to enjoy longer and healthier lives, while those who struggle with poor sleep are at a higher risk of memory decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Think about two men, Samuel and Gregory. Both are in their mid-70s. Samuel has a consistent bedtime routine, typically sleeps around 7 to 8 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Gregory, on the other hand, experiences restless nights, tossing and turning, waking up multiple times, and often struggling to fall back asleep. Over time, Samuel's body continues to function well, his mind stays sharp, and his energy levels remain steady. But Gregory starts experiencing brain fog, persistent daytime fatigue, and even noticeable changes in his blood pressure, all of which are potentially linked to his declining sleep quality. If you wake up frequently during the night, have difficulty staying asleep, or find yourself feeling exhausted, even after spending what should be sufficient hours in bed, don't dismiss it. Your body is trying to tell you something important. Poor sleep can be linked to a variety of factors, including chronic stress, a poor diet, a lack of regular physical activity, or even undiagnosed health conditions like sleep apnea, which is more common than many people realize. Fortunately, sleep quality is something that can often be significantly improved with simple changes. Consider these: reducing screen time, especially exposure to blue light. Before bed, sticking to a consistent bedtime routine, even on weekends. Getting natural sunlight in the morning to help regulate your circadian rhythm. And avoiding heavy meals or caffeine close to bedtime can all make a huge difference. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about maintaining your body and mind at their optimal functioning levels. So, tonight, pay close attention to how you sleep. If you wake up tired, struggle to stay asleep, or feel like your sleep patterns have changed noticeably in recent years, it's time to make some proactive adjustments. How well you rest today might just determine how strong and healthy you remain in the years ahead. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment "Sleep well" below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos like this. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire. Sign 5. Appetite and eating habits. The way you approach food after 70 is one of the most significant indicators of how long you might live. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet are crucial for keeping your body strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels consistently high. On the other hand, a sudden loss of appetite or the development of poor eating habits can signal underlying health issues and even accelerate the aging process. Let's consider two women, Madeline and Susan. Both are 74 years old. Madeline enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh and whole foods, and maintains a healthy, stable weight. She looks forward to preparing her own meals and feels energized throughout the day. Susan, however, has noticed that she simply isn't as hungry as she used to be. She frequently skips meals, relies on processed foods for convenience, and has unintentionally lost a concerning amount of weight over the past year. What Susan might not realize is that her declining appetite isn't just a minor change. It's a red flag that her body may not be absorbing nutrients properly, which could weaken her muscles, slow down her metabolism, and compromise her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to underlying health concerns, including digestive issues, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. And when you're not eating enough, your body starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy, leading to weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and illnesses. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full too quickly, experiencing a lack of interest in food, or experiencing unexpected weight loss, it's important to take action and consult with your doctor. Eating well after 70 isn't just about feeling full. It's about providing your body with the essential nutrients it needs to function optimally. Focus on consuming whole, nutrient-dense foods, stay adequately hydrated throughout the day, and don't ignore a shrinking appetite. It could be your body's way of communicating that something needs attention. Ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body strong? Or have you noticed a decline in your appetite and energy levels? The way you eat today has a direct impact on how strong and independent you'll be in the years ahead. Sign 6. Ability to handle stress. How you handle stress after 70 can tell you a surprising amount about how long you'll live. Chronic, unmanaged stress doesn't just affect your mood. It weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates the aging process at a cellular level. On the other hand, people who develop effective coping mechanisms for managing stress tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharper well into their later years. Let's consider two men, David and Richard. Both are 76 years old. David faces challenges just like anyone else: unexpected expenses, health scares, family issues. But he's learned to handle them with a calm, steady, and proactive approach. He practices deep breathing exercises, stays socially engaged, and makes a conscious effort not to dwell on problems longer than necessary. Richard, however, tends to hold on to stress. He constantly worries about things outside of his control, feels overwhelmed by even small frustrations, and often finds himself trapped in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress takes a toll on his body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels plummet. Long-term stress triggers chronic inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. If you frequently find yourself feeling tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding effective ways to manage stress, whether through mindfulness practices, regular exercise, deep breathing techniques, spending time in nature, or even cultivating a good sense of humor, can literally add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward, seeking solutions and maintaining a positive outlook? Or do you tend to hold on to worry and let stress take control of your thoughts and emotions? Your ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control isn't just good for your mental well-being. It's a key factor in how long and how well you live. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment "stress less" below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos like this. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Sign 7. Social connection. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, the strength of your social connections can be one of the clearest indicators of how long you might live after 70. Numerous studies have consistently demonstrated that people with strong social ties, whether through close friendships, supportive family relationships, or active involvement in their community, tend to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature mortality. The power of human connection cannot be overstated. Let's consider two women, Elizabeth and Barbara. Both are 78 years old. Elizabeth has an active and fulfilling social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, volunteers at a nearby school, and enjoys spending quality time with her family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels a deep sense of connection to the people around her. Barbara, however, spends the majority of her time alone. She has gradually lost touch with many of her friends over the years, and although she has family members, she rarely reaches out to them. As the months pass, she starts feeling increasingly isolated. Her mood declines, and her overall health begins to suffer. Human connection is more than just emotional support. It plays a direct role in physical health. When you interact with others in meaningful ways, your brain stays active, your stress levels tend to drop, and your body releases chemicals that promote overall well-being. If you find yourself withdrawing from social activities, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to make a conscious effort to change that. Staying connected doesn't necessarily mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Even small, consistent efforts, reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or simply making it a habit to have more meaningful conversations with the people in your life can make all the difference. The relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness and companionship, they help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years to come. Now that you're aware of these 7 key signs, take a moment to honestly reflect on where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, embracing each day with vitality? Or have you noticed subtle changes that might be potential warning signs, indicators that you could benefit from making some positive adjustments? The good news is that the vast majority of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things that you have the power to improve. Your future isn't set in stone, and the choices you make today can have a profound impact on how many years you have ahead of you, and, more importantly, the quality of those years. If you've recognized areas where you need to make some positive changes, don't wait for a doctor to tell you it's time to take action. Start now. Incorporate more regular walks into your routine. Strengthen your muscles with simple exercises. Prioritize getting good sleep. Make a conscious effort to stay socially connected and find effective ways to manage stress. Remember, the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better, to experience each day with vitality, purpose, and joy. Because at the end of the day, longevity isn't just about the number of years you have left, it's about the quality of life you experience during those years. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to implement it in your life. Your thoughts and insights are incredibly valuable. Reading your comments provides me with great motivation and encouragement to continue creating content that informs and inspires. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps me continue creating valuable content for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay healthy and stay connected.